Now at noon, breaking news from overseas. Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest reigning monarch, has died at 96 after 70 years on the throne. Welcome to KCAL 9 News at noon and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Amy Johnson. Well, the Queen died peacefully at her castle in Scotland. This is her summer home. Her family members rushed to be by her side this morning after doctors expressed grave concerns about her health. Although her grandson, Prince Harry, and his family call Southern California home now, it's been decades since the Queen had been here to the West Coast.
There is another aspect of Los Angeles to which I am happy to pay tribute. Your city is sometimes affectionately referred to as a melting pot. Certainly, this ready acceptance of ethnic diversity cannot fail to impress the visitor.
Well, she came here for the first time in 1983. While here, Queen Elizabeth and the late Prince Philip visited City Hall, where Her Majesty gave a speech praising Los Angeles for its diversity. CBS correspondent Ian Lee has more.
Thousands of people have been descending on Buckingham Palace here. We've heard clapping, we've heard chanting. This is a nation in shock and mourning. Palace officials say the Queen died peacefully this afternoon, surrounded by her family.
Even into her 90s, Queen Elizabeth II kept up her royal duties. She became the longest reigning monarch in British history in 2015.
Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception.
At 25 years old, Elizabeth became queen. Millions watched the first ever televised crowning of a British monarch. Queen Elizabeth worked with more than a dozen British prime ministers, beginning with Winston Churchill, and was head of state in 15 other Commonwealth countries. A series of royal dramas marked her reign. Her son Andrew's high-profile marriage to Sarah Ferguson failed. And in 1992, her oldest son, Charles, separated from Princess Diana. That same year, the Queen watched part of Windsor Castle go up in flames, destroying millions in art and furniture.
1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure.
In 1997, a car crash in Paris killed Princess Diana, stunning the world. Many criticized the Queen for not showing emotion. More than a decade later, the Queen celebrated a royal wedding as her grandson, Prince William, married Kate Middleton. The couple gave the Queen 3 heirs to the throne. The Queen watched another tiny royal join the family after her youngest grandson, Prince Harry, married Meghan Markle. Just a few years later, the Queen lost her husband of 73 years. She called the death of Prince Philip a huge void in her life, but she carried on. And at 96 years old, celebrated her Platinum Jubilee. The week of fanfare and festivities marked the Queen's 70 years on the British throne. For the first time in 70 years, Britain will now have a king. King Charles and his wife, the Queen Consort, will stay in Scotland overnight and come to London tomorrow. Live at Buckingham Palace, Ian Lee, now back to you.
We want to take a live look at Buckingham Palace, where thousands are gathering to pay their respects to their fallen monarch. During her reign, Queen Elizabeth outlived 12 U.S. presidents. Ian, the plans for this day must have been many years in the making. What events do you expect to honor the Queen over the next several days?
Amy, yeah, you kind of explained it. There's thousands of people here at Buckingham Palace. We've heard clapping, we've heard people chanting. This is a nation in shock and mourning. We know that the Queen is going to be, her body will be in Scotland for a bit, and then there are talks about either having the royal train bring her back down to London or fly her down. We don't know the details of that quite yet. But there will be 10 days of mourning. There will be a period where the public at Westminster Abbey, people will be able to come, they'll be able to pay their respects, expect all the pomp and pageantry that you can expect from a royal family, especially for a monarch who's reigned for 70 years. For many people here, she's the only monarch that they've ever known. So this is a nation that really will want to show their love to her.
I think that
Amy?
nation and really the entire world. Thank you so much, Ian. And we, of course, will have continuing coverage of the death of Queen Elizabeth. Remember to stay with KCAL9 News and KCAL9.com. We're also streaming 24/7 on CBS News Los Angeles.